Hey guys, how's it going? It's Chris here, and welcome to probably the weirdest angle I've ever filmed at, this odd top-down. This is like I'm about to do a speed draw for you guys, but I'm definitely not. We're going to be going over the holy shit, I have a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, guys, and it's completely unacceptable that me as a human being would have this many Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Guys, I have so many. So I'm going to start off with the biggest amount of Yu-Gi-Oh cards that I have, then go and then kind of break off to the other collections. So, we're going to lift up the box that needs to be replaced, this thing. Now this box right here holds, should hold 5,000 cards, but as you can see over here, I believe this is magic cards? Yeah, all my magic or spell cards, whatever you want to call it, are spilling over and have been completely filled up and are now being stacked on the side. So I legitimately need to get another box or a better box because this thing is egregiously full. So these are all spell cards here on the side, and when I say all of, I don't mean every single one that I own. This is just the spares. Literally this entire box, you can buy this box right now if you wanted to. Like, I would sell this box of cards because these are all just my spares. That's not to say that these are all bad cards, but not by any means. These are all still, there's a lot of good cards in here, but these aren't the ones that I keep on the side in my rare binders. Now over here in this one, these are all spell cards. And I have a whole bunch in here. And there's a lot of good ones, like magical hats and stuff like that. There's not just like a whole bunch of shitty duplicates and a bunch of grossness. Well, there's duplicates, but obviously there's still some really powerful cards in here. They're just not super, super rare ones. And then these three sections right here are reserved for monster cards, because I have way too many monster cards. I was in a phase where I was buying Yu-Gi-Oh! Booster packs and boxes, and I was buying packs of 500 or 200 on Amazon for 20 bucks. I was doing that for solid, like, a couple months at a time. Like, once a week I would go in and I would just buy a shitload of packs. If there was a new booster at Walmart, I would buy the new boosters. And I just amassed such a collection. And it's ridiculous. Like I said, this entire box right here, if I calculated how much this is, if you go for the average of what a Yu-Gi-Oh card would cost between commons and rares, it's like 60 cents per card. If you multiply that times, let's just say roughly, even though it's probably a little bit more than, because of like all the warping and the distort of the box, it messes up the count. Let's say 4,000 cards times like 0.68. The mass of cards that I have right here that just kind of sit on the side and don't do much with. This is basically, hey, go build the deck, and then someone builds a deck. I want to do a video where we pick random cards and build the deck out of it. I will do that. It's just we go in, we just take turns picking one card at a time until we have 40, and then duel with that. Who knows what you're going to get. You might get Blackwing, you might get XYZ cards, you might get ritual cards that you can't use. Who knows? That's what I want to do at some point. Now we move over here to, what is this box right here? Oh boy, let's see. This is, I believe, oh, these are just spare cards that I have yet to divide into binders and or the box. So some of these are actually rare cards that need to go in the binders. Some of these are just commons and stuff, or just not as special. Cards that I don't really care about that are just going to be thrown in this box, like Nightwing Sorceress, I have plenty of her. So these are all going to be placed in their proper section, but they just have not been because I just haven't done it. This one right here, this is a not so great. I gotta change my angle because I keep holding it up here. So this right here is a bunch of hollow cards, just kind of in this little bind. And I know some people are probably cringing really hard at how I have my cards placed and taken care of. The truth is, a lot of these cards I don't fully take care of, even though I really should. A lot of them are just kind of set up like this, you know, just kind of whatever. But I do take care of a lot of my cards. Like, again, these are all like my spare commons, stuff I don't really care about. But I do take care of some of my cards, which I will show you. Now, this box right here is full of a bunch of miscellaneous stuff. So let's see, what do we have here? This is just a dual mat and instructions or whatever that you get with starter packs. Another one of those. What's over here? Oh, hey, it's Mecha Naruto. That doesn't belong there. But it's a card, so it's in there. Let's see, what's this side one right here? This is oh, these are some like old classic cards, and some of these are actually cards I got. I found these at some kind of like just thrift store. Some of these are like fake cards, and some of them are cards that are in like a different language, like Spanish or something. And again, like I said, some of these are completely fake. Then I have, oh, Andrew Sphinx. I think I was making a Sphinx deck in here or something like that. Oh, Fishura. So yeah, a bunch of like cards in different languages and stuff. I thought it was just kind of cool to hold on to. It was just like a weird collection. Oh, I have a Dungeon Dice Monsters dice in here, because I got one of those at one point. Alright, let's see. Now, this box is full of... Ooh, Winged Karibo level 10. He should be in the binder. Put him right here. More Dungeon Dice Monsters right here. So these are all decks that I've pre-made for people to use. So let's see, right here I have a 6 Samurai deck for someone to use if they wanted to. Because I like to just duel people and I wanted to give them all options. This is a zombie deck based around, what's his name, the Skull Servants and... what the hell is his name? I don't remember. It's been so long since I've actually played Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't have anyone to play with. I don't remember his name. Well, it's a guy who is like the Skull Lord or something like that. Like his attack power is based on Skull Servants in the graveyard. Here I have just a basic warrior deck for people to use. Then I have a Fiend deck. Fairy deck, which is based around Melodious Divas. What are these? These are cards that are, again, not in any specific thing, or were they? I think this one's rubber band broke. So this was a Winged Beast deck right here, which needs to be rebound because the rubber band broke. So I'll just kind of keep that there. A reptile deck I started making but never finished. Oh, fun fact, for the longest time, Harpy Girl used to be my favorite card. But now we all know who my favorite card is. This is a plant deck, which again, the rubber band broke, so I'll have to fix that. Oh, look what's over here. I got a Jolteon, I got Haku, Zabuza, and Chidori. Now for more decks over here. This is my Exodia deck, which, there you go, you can see that. Of course, you gotta have an Exodia deck. A Pyro deck, which is actually pretty good for being just a basic Pyro deck. This is an Ancient Gear Machine deck. And then over here you have the basis of a Dino deck. So I got a whole bunch of decks in here for anyone to use, and that's not even all of them yet. We're going to go ahead and set those aside. And then we got my sweet golden box here. Slide that out. And inside this box, again, another broken rubber band. This is my Familiar Possessed deck with the Familiar Possessed girls in here, the Charmers, which I absolutely love them. They're so cool. Let's see, then I have 2 deck boxes. This one has 2 decks inside. It has the starter for my Red Eyes deck, which I have yet to finish building. And then... oh, this one is my Dark World deck, this deck is really fun to use, the Dark World cards. And then, of course, in this one right here, we have the Blue Eyes White Dragon deck and the white sleeves. And obviously I have a few different Blue Eyes cards, Blue Eyes base cards to get out in the extra deck right there. And inside here, I think do I have my super sexy looking Blue Eyes card in here? God, Blue Eyes is so easy to get out on the field. Yes, I do. This card right here, this Blue Eyes is a $15 card. It's really cool. Or at least it was when I bought it. But yeah, they made Blue Eyes so incredibly easy to get out. There's so many cards that just says, ask someone a Blue Eyes, why not? It's stupid, honestly. If you want to win, use a Blue Eyes deck. Just no matter what, you're going to win, basically. Alright. Now moving on to the binders. This binder right here, that's a bunch of extra sleeves I have yet to do anything with. Oh yeah, I remember this sleeve. That's a cool one. A bunch of sleeves I need to use. So this contains all of my this contains my XYZ, my Synchro Summon, my Pendulum Summons, and Magic Trap cards that I want to keep separate from the box. So of course we go through with all the XYZ cards in here. Then we start with the Synchro cards. There's a whole bunch, and then we have Pendulum cards in here. Oh yeah, and then we have fusions. Look at these classic fusions right here. See that? I'll hold it up like this. Yeah, like that. No glare for you guys right there. Go over here. Some really, really rare cards in here that would honestly sell for a decent price. Decent for cards, at least, that is. Some of my older cards I still hold on to. Obviously aren't in the best condition. I didn't take care of them the best as a kid, unfortunately, but that's why I have these binders. Go through here. And this is kind of a sequel to the Memento video in a sense, because I started collecting these again, and it got to this point based around finding my Yu-Gi-Oh cards in the yard sale, like I talked about in the Memento video. Oh yeah, these are all right here, starting this way, are all gold edition cards, which I think are really, really cool looking. We have some gold XYZs or whatever have you, gold synchros, gold fusion rituals, gold spells, and gold traps. So that's that binder. And now, for the second to last binder, you heard me, second to last binder, we have just basically monster cards, and cards, just a bunch of cool monsters that I wanted to keep separate and, or like collection based. So we're going to scroll through here. I start with like spellcasters and stuff in the front, switches to Shadal, Dragon, Toon World monsters in here. Let's see, more dragons, warrior cards. These are Kalki Meiru, however you want to say it. We have Melodious cards right there, some Gaga cards, Galaxy, Performals, Hazy Flame, just a whole bunch, Pot of the Forbidden, Pot of Greed cards, some old Celtic Guardian Flame Swordsman, some classic cards here in the side. Sorry, I know the glare is hard to kind of keep control of. I go like that. Yeah, maybe like that. We have, what is it, Monarch cards right here. Damn, dude, so many cards. These are basically like my, let's see, right here. Summoner, Gravekeeper, Constellar. Oh, smells so good. I love the smell of these cards. So, an Elemental Hero right there. A Doitsu, Aitsu, those stupid things. We have the Light Sworn. Some other classic cards. We have like Harpy's Pet Dragon and stuff. Ghost Trick. Dark Scorpion cards. Let's see. More classic. We have like Fisherman. We have Crawling Dragon, Wall Shadow, Lava Battle Guard. Bunch of original cards here. Then in the back, what is this? Oh, these are from Dungeon Dice Monster cards right here. Just kind of thrown on the side, because I got one pack of Dungeon Dice Monsters for the hell of it, just to say I did. I never played it, though. So that's that binder, and then for the last binder, we're going to pick up this one, which is my little one, which has my absolute most rare and favorite cards. So for this one, I'm going to get next to the camera here so I can see them all with you guys. So we start off with Egyptian God cards, and behind each of these stacks has a whole bunch of cards, a whole bunch of gods behind them. Then, of course, we have the Winged Dragon Ross Fear Mode, apparently. Let's see. Flip it. We got Summon Skull, Blackluster Soldier, Super Soldier, Blackluster Soldiers, more Buster Blader, Dark Magician Blue Eyes, Dark Magician Girl Red Eyes, all in here. Gonna flip that. And we have some more Magician cards. We have Dark Paladin, some other Magician cards in here. Another Blue Eyes variant. Then we have some token cards. Then we have my Ghost rare card, which is a Bunjiki Amaterasu, which is one of my Ghost Hollows. Then we have another Ghost Hollow, which is Gorz, the Emissary of Darkness, which are so cool looking. Was it Ogre of Scarlet Shadow? These are misprint cards. If you look right down there, you can see the line is on that bottom section of text. It's kind of screwed up. He's labeled as Dinosaur, when in fact he's a dragon card. And then, again, we have kind of a messed up line down there on the attack and defense. It's hard to see, I know. And then this one is just bad ink printing. This is the card that I bought online. It was like a custom-made card, whereas like somebody just kind of printed their own kind of card. But the image kind of came off, so now it's just a reflective sheet. So I kind of want to keep that in my deck, be like, what do I get? Oh my god, it's literally anything. So we scroll through here, and then we have all the pieces of Exodia, plus I have Exo, Master of the Guard. Flip that page, and then we have the Duelist Kingdom cards right here. One of these is an original. I think that one right there was an original that I've had for a while. I think. I don't remember. Then in the back we have Ancient Mew just kind of chilling in there, whatever have you, for Pokemon. Now I'm not going to go through the entire deck, but then I keep my main deck right here separate, which I use a Spellcaster, Counter, Banishing type deck. So I have Amulet Dragon, Dark Magician, Girl Dragon Knight, Dark Paladin, Alchemic Magician, Maggie Magician, and number 104 Masquerade as my bonus cards. And, oh, I gotta add Raging Flame Sprite in a sleeve in there. But yeah, then I have my main deck right here, which I keep completely separate with me. So there you have it, guys. That is a collection of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And you know what's the funny thing? This isn't even all of them. I still have random cards that are like random decks and piles of cards, kind of scattered. I know Sam has like a water or sea serpent deck that just kind of been sitting on a shelf for a while. She was making it and never finished it. It just kind of sat there. And I just have random cards kind of scattered all over the place. So yeah, I have like probably nearing 8,000 cards, something like that, 8,000 cards. I have a whole lot. So yeah. Do you guys enjoy Yu-Gi-Oh? If you enjoy Yu-Gi-Oh, tell me how much you like Yu-Gi-Oh in the comment section below, and how much you're blown away by and want my collection, because it is pretty awesome. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, and I will see you in the next one. Later.